We can review. It's Thursday, so we just closed a client today. That's gonna settle on Tuesday, which is gonna be very, very good. Next week, I have like fucking 15 sponsorship calls thanks to the person editing this video, Alfonso, right now. If we can close one or two of those, that will really, really be a game changer. One, adding more sponsors to the relation. We're filling up more ad slots for all of my clients. You would think I'm a lot more excited, but I really feel nothing right now. I just feel a lot of pressure and stress to perform. And I go on these waves. I think because I have the highest expectation of myself humanly possible, every single achievement that I've ever had, mentally, I've achieved it 8 to 12 months before it happens. What I mean by that is, I remember last year around this time, I moved back to Medellin, Colombia, and every single night I was going to bed, I was daydreaming about the future and where the business was heading. And my business 1 year ago today was so much smaller. We were like 1/10 of the size, very, very small. We had nothing. It was barely a business. And I was already in business for a few years by then. It just takes a long time for shit to really grow, the exponential curve of how things can compound. And now we're in here, there's 5 guys living in this house, 4 of them. We're working on the same team. The other one's just my buddy Cade. It's going really well, but mentally, I achieved where I'm at today 1 year ago. And I remember every single night I was going to bed compartmentalizing how I was going to grow the business. I actually thought it was going to be like fucking 1,000 times bigger than it currently is, but you have to have realistic expectations. I have unrealistically large goals and desires. You need to have a realistic time horizon, and I've always had a tough time with that, and I know many, many people do. Thinking that you're going to go from making $5 to $50 to $500,000 a month in a few year time span is hyper unrealistic. If you plan on doing that in 1 year, the chances are you're going to have everything blow up in your face. Whereas if you plan to make it happen in 4 to 5 years, it's actually incredibly realistic. People just unfathomably overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year, but can't even comprehend how much further they could go in a 5-year process. And then imagine it on a 10-year process. Things take a while to grow at scale. They do. You need to have a lot of moving parts. There's so many things you need to learn, and you don't know what you don't know. This would be a big client because I think we can make him a lot of money. It's a home run pitch. It's just an easy smash ball. At the end of this month, I have a live event where I think that we'll take on another 3 to 5 clients. I'm very confident about that. By the end of July, I think that we'll fill up the sponsor shots for our current clients, which is exceptional. That would really move the needle. It's not the time to really just ball out. And I say that as I'm about to be going to dinner with 12 people, and I'll be covering the bill. Just everyone in the house is bringing a girl out to dinner. I have my girlfriend Kayla, her brother Justin here. So we're gonna go have a massive dinner. We've done that pretty much every single night this week. I don't know why I have this weird pit stomach feeling. There's a lot of shit that needs to happen. I just don't think it's the time to be going out to dinner right now, if I'm being honest. I would rather be spending this time studying and getting better and trying to provide a higher quality service. I just feel more pressure and stress, if I'm completely being honest. And after Kayla leaves, I'm really just gonna hone in until I leave for July. I'm not gonna be going out. I'm not gonna be doing anything. I just wanna get better, and I want everyone around me to get better. If we want to really scale the business, you can't have your current skill set, because your current skill set has got you where you are today. We really need to level up. I need to level up. There's a lot of things that you need to learn when you start to scale substantially. It makes me sick to my stomach, the incompetence that I still have in the business, improper systems we have in place. We have systems. It's not plug and play, and they need to be. If I'm being honest, there's a lot going right, more going right than I could even fathom. But for some reason, when things are going right, that's when I put my back against the wall and say like, whoa, what's happening here? As an entrepreneur, if anyone's watching this and you have a business, you realize that you just eat shit for so long. You literally just fucking everything goes wrong at all times. And so you just expect things to go wrong. Being over prepared, delivering on that over preparation is just what needs to happen right now. I'm talking about very high level things. The business channel where I have 700 subscribers, where I just talk shit about what's going wrong in the business and what's going right every single day. And most people are probably not in a similar situation. If you are someone that really wants to grow a business, just be ready for just constant stress. It would be a lot easier to just find a way to have a very high quality service for a few people, like have a very small business, provide a very exceptionally high leverage task for few businesses. That's what I had last year, and I was actually taking home more money most of the time. My revenue has gone up over 8 times since last year. My profit for a lot of months has gone down. There was a 4-month period where I was just losing money because I was reinvesting in growth, and I'm still reinvesting in growth. And that's what it takes to really scale a business quickly, especially if you're bootstrapping it, which just means you're using your own capital. You're not taking on outsider capital. That would be VC. My stress level when I had 3 clients, I had like 2 part-time employees that were just overseas. Actually, I had a few more than that. I was profiting awesome money, doing everything that anyone could have dreamed of with 0 stress, and I was only having to work like 5-6 hours a day. I just had shit fucking dial in. I think as humans, you naturally want more. I want to grow a very large business until someday I say maybe I don't. Right now I do. I wish I could just go and enjoy dinner 100% and take my mind off work, and I'm going to try and do that. It's going to be challenging right now.